Should one capitalize the first word in the body of a letter? I think that most people will answer the question in the title with yes, and until recently, I was one of them. However, my wife, who is not a native English speaker, does not do this, and when I was about to correct her, it occurred to me that in fact her approach is the more logical. After all, if it were all on one line, I would write, "Dear recipient, this is a letter to you," and not, "Dear recipient, this is a letter to you," and I am unconvinced that the interpolation of a line break after the comma should change anything. There being no governing body for English, inevitably the natural way to answer is, "That's the way it's usually done," and logic can go hang. So let me ask a more precise version of this question. Does any standard reference book require, forbid, or otherwise discuss this practice? I went Googling, but without luck.
Dear recipient is a salutation. It is not part of the following text. Thus, it is set off above the content of the letter and followed by a comma, in less formal communication. In business formatting, the salutation, e.g., "Dear Sir," is followed by a colon.
I was taught this in English class. Dear Sally, how are you? This is correct to me.
I remember having been taught, in my English class in school in Wales, that as there was a comma after the person's name, that the first letter of the first line of the first paragraph was not capitalized as it came after a comma.
From Great Grammar Practice Grade 2 Copyright 2015 Scholastic Teachables. Here it is demonstrated in one reference book. The exercise shows what letters need to be capitalized, including the first word of the first sentence after the greeting. Dear Uncle Alex, thank you for the book you sent for my birthday. I have wanted to read it for a long time. Now I can. Your niece, Sue. From Good English Form Book in Business Letter Writing, 1900 for another source dictates, page 17. Begin every sentence, line of poetry, or formal quotation with a capital. Never use a capital letter unless you have a reason for it. The book is accessible for free at archive.org with ample exercises and examples. I am concerned that these two authorities might offer only for preference of style, but it is the same in regards to capitalization after a greeting in the body of a letter. In a comment, Edwin Ashworth mentioned these sources as well, which may prove more helpful, so I include Letter Writing Guide, Reading Rockets, and the Center for Academic Success, which capitalizes a phrase. All use are required to capitalize the first word after the salutation convention.
Recipient,